Yo, what's up guys, it's Suraj from Tech Devoted and I've been testing the Zhiyun SmoothQ smartphone gimbal for some time now, and in this video I'm going to be telling you about my experience with it. And FYI, I am a first time gimbal user, so this video should give you a pretty good idea of how the experience is going to be for the average Joe, because this product is really aimed at the average consumer, as you can probably tell by the competitive price tag. Now, full disclosure, Zhiyun did send this out to me free of cost, but as always, that does not impact my opinion. So let's kick this off with the build quality. The material used here is a high quality plastic and some sort of polymer, which actually feels pretty good and really helps with long hours of shooting because it's pretty light in the hand. And while we're on the subject, I also want to mention that the gimbal is very durable. My unit fell from a height of 5 feet while we're trying to get this shot in the park, and it just got a couple of scratches, nothing too major. Now let's do a quick physical overview. On the bottom of the gimbal is the quarter 20-inch thread, so you can mount this to a tripod, which is super awesome. It opens a whole new world of possibilities. Thanks for including this, Zhiyun. Then going further up, on the back is a USB port. You can use this to plug in your phone and charge it while shooting if your phone runs out of battery. It's super convenient. Going even further up, we have the main sort of controls, a power button, a mode button, then we have the W and T depth buttons to zoom in and zoom out, and finally a joystick to perform various movements. Now on the side there is a micro USB port to charge the gimbal, and finally up top we have all the electronics, the arm, the smartphone clamp, etc. So let's talk about calibration now. As I said, I am a first time user, so I had no idea how to put my phone in and calibrate it, and to be honest, I spent a lot of time trying to calibrate it. It got so frustrating at a point that I almost didn't want to review the gimbal just because I couldn't calibrate it. But once I watched their instructional video, I was able to set it up in literally seconds. A pro tip I can give you here to calibrate it correctly is to mount the gimbal on a tripod, or at least place it on a flat surface or some sort of table. Don't hold it in your hands while you're trying to calibrate it. You will just not be able to do it. That's exactly what I did wrong for the longest time. So to calibrate it, get your smartphone and put it in the clamp. Then adjust the electronic arm by loosening the bolt until your phone stays still at every angle, meaning it does not fall to the left or the right. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and power on the gimbal. Now when you turn it on, there's actually 3 modes. The first and the default mode is pan following mode. Under this mode, the gimbal follows your wrist movement as you manually pan around. Additionally, you can also use the joystick to tilt. Pressing the mode button once will trigger the locking mode. This is probably my favorite mode and the one that I use the most, because unlike the previous mode, it does not follow your wrist movement, so it gives you complete control over the gimbal. Additionally, this mode also allows you to pan and tilt, again using the joystick. From here, pressing the mode button twice puts it in the pan and tilt mode, and under this mode the gimbal follows your wrist movement during pans and tilts, as opposed to just pans in the pan following mode. Now the modes and everything are cool, but how's the real life usage? Is the footage smooth? Well, I shot some footage and made a quick edit out of it, so I'll let that do the talking. That I shot with the OnePlus 5 mounted to the SmoothQ, and as you saw, the stabilization was actually really good. Yes, as many of you may have guessed, most of the clips were slowed down to fit the 24p timeline. I did shoot it in 60 fps, but even straight out of camera at regular speed, it's freaking smooth. There's almost zero micro jitters and it just looks very smooth and stable overall. In addition to everything I just said, there's even a Zhiyun app that gives you things like tracking features and time lapses. I'm an Android user, and unfortunately the app for Android is honestly not that great, so I couldn't test out these features, but I believe the iOS app works extremely well. Now Zhiyun does claim that you can shoot up to 12 hours on a full battery, and while I cannot exactly confirm that, I have shot for like 4 hours and the battery is still at 70%. Now as I was editing this video, I just realized I forgot to mention something very important and cool, which is the fact that the SmoothQ can also shoot in portrait orientation. So to do that, just loosen the screw and rotate the clamp by 90 degrees, and that will allow you to put your phone in the portrait mode, in portrait orientation. Now you might have to recalibrate it. Let's see if we'll have to do that, but just bring it in like that and turn it on like usual, and looks like we do have to calibrate it here in this case. So yeah, there we go. Now you can use this to shoot Instagram stories. I think it's really cool that they let you do this. So yeah, another cool feature right there. Overall, for under 9,000 rupees, I do think the SmoothQ is an excellent buy. It's suitable for lots of people, filmmakers, smartphone videographers, YouTubers, anybody that's into video, and this holiday season, I think it could go down even further in price, so keep an eye out if you're interested in purchasing it. I'll of course leave the best links I can find in the description below. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a like. If you didn't like it, let me know why you didn't like it. If you're new, maybe subscribe, and that's about it. It's been Suraj. Thanks so much for watching. Take it easy and stay devoted.